Guess what, you guys? We finally hit 20,000 on Pinterest. I would like to thank all my Pinterest followers so much, even the ones who have a lot to say on my blog. But you know what? I love you anyway. Mwah, mwah, mwah. That's how much I love you guys. Thanks so much for following me. You know, everyone talks about how social media is hard and the comments are hard, but if you've ever like tried to work on Pinterest and like just you really take Pinterest serious, you do not realize that Pinterest is like, it's like a forum without like any rules. Pinterest is really a grueling place, but I love it so much because, you know, if you're a creative person and you want to get your content out there, Pinterest is a really good way to do that. And that's my advice to you. I love Pinterest, and I just want to thank you so much, Pinterest, for 20,000. So excited. Anyways, you guys, let's get into this DIY. Welcome to DIY Saturday with me, your host, Shundara. Hey, all you savvy naturalistas, welcome to DIY Saturday. Today, we're making a green tea lip scrub because you guys already know it's the season. Lip scrubs are really popular around the winter time. Your lips are chapped. I recommend, if you are not putting chapstick on, you should start now. The weather is becoming more dry, more arid, especially if you're in the desert and your lips tend to peel and crack, and sometimes they will bleed. And what most people don't know, if you're not taking care of your lips, you will get infections and sores on your lips if you're not taking care of them. So today we're going to make a really fun green tea lip scrub. So let's get into what you'll need for this DIY Saturday. You will need green tea. You can use any green tea you like. Most of you know I do use matcha green tea. I do use Dome matcha right now. I'm trying a new green tea, and I don't want to recommend the company yet because I really don't know if I like this matcha. A lot of you ask me about oxidizing, like if you put green tea in your stuff, does it oxidize? Personally, most natural colorants, if you're into the whole natural and you don't want to use any artificial dyes or like micas or anything, 9 out of 10 your stuff is going to oxidize. Green tea oxidizes a little slower, in my opinion, than any other natural colorant, and only if you're covering up. Like I had a green tea scrub that I kept for like a year and it never really oxidized. So it just depends if you're taking care of your stuff. Most of the time, if you keep it in the freezer, it will never turn brown. The color won't fade. Nothing like that will happen. You will also need any type of base. I make these bases myself. This is 1 part shea butter, 1 part cocoa butter, 1 part beeswax. So I'll leave the recipe for pretty much 1 part. What I mean by 1 part, I mean 1 cup shea butter, 1 cup cocoa butter, half a cup of coconut oil, and about 4 tablespoons of beeswax. I'm going to leave the recipe as always on the blog for you guys. So I'm really excited to make these lip scrubs because we're doing something really different this time with these lip scrubs. So let's go make our green tea lip scrubs, you guys. Okay, so now we're about to make our green tea lip scrubs. So what you will need for this is sugar. You guys will need sugar. You will need matcha green tea powder. You will need Miracle Glow oil, which you can find at savvynaturalista.com. You will need any type of lip balm tubes. If you're a lip balm lover like me, what you can do is just reuse your old lip balm tubes and use your old lip balm tubes that you buy lip balm with if you're a lip balm lover. And you will need the base, any type of base. Remember, this base is 1 part shea butter, 1 part cocoa butter, and beeswax, 1 part beeswax, and a 1 part beeswax, shea butter, and a bit of coconut oil, and I just melted it down. And this is about a 1/2 cup of base, of melted down base. You can redo this to fit your liking, but first we're going to start off with a 1/2 cup of sugar. What I was saying is you can do the base to your liking depending. If not, you can use a pre-made base. It's up to you. I tend to like to make my own bases. And you want to use 2 teaspoons of matcha green tea powder to your 1/2 cup of sugar. And you want to mix it together like so. Just make sure it's nice and mixed in. And as always, you guys, I will have the recipes on the blog written down. So you want to mix this and make sure it's all incorporated. I'm going pretty slow because this is a pretty big, small bowl, and I don't want the sugar to go everywhere. So you want to make sure this is all mixed in real nice. So no clumps. Then you want to take your base and you want to melt down your base. If your base isn't melted, make sure you melt it. And you want to add 10 drops of Miracle Glow oil to your base, or as much as you like. Now these lip scrubs are perfect. We're using tubes, but you do not have to use tubes. I just like the tubes because I think it's cute, you guys. I think it's cute to put them in the little tubes. So you want to take sugar. You want to do 3 spoons and incorporate it as you go and stir, just to make sure it's all getting incorporated easy, because if you just do it all together, it will not get incorporated. But we are starting off with a 1/2 cup of sugar. Just we may add more, we may not add less, but we're just doing this just to make sure that it's all incorporated in the base nice and perfectly. Normally for this much oil, it takes about a cup of sugar, but I just want to make sure it's in the base perfectly. Now you can stop when it's just like this. You guys can stop, but I'm not going to stop there because I like a thick sugar scrub, if that makes sense. So just add it, because if you add it too fast, it will clump up. So you want to add as little and stir to get it to look nice. I like it. Just depends on how you like your scrub, your lip scrubs. I tend to like pretty thick ones. Now you don't want it too you don't want it to be too thick, because then it would be hard to put in your lip balm tubes, and we are putting it in our lip balm tube sort of like this. This is kind of the lazy way. If you have a lip balm tray, I suggest you get it, which I'm probably going to get right now because that's just too much of a hassle. So you want to add the rest. And that's a nice amount of sugar for it. Sometimes I think I need more, sometimes I think I need less, but I think this is the perfect amount. You know, sometimes how you do a recipe a whole bunch of times and you get the perfect measurement, but then you're like, oh no, it may not be, and you want to add more. So this is what it should look like. This is nice. It will get solid just like this. But now we're going to do our lip balm tray, because I don't think this is going to work. It's going to work without it. So here's my lip balm tray. If you do not have a lip balm tray, you can just do this the normal way. And you do not have to. So I'm going to put all my tubes in here real quick, and then we'll be back to pour. Okay, so you guys, I had to get the lip balm container tube out because this looked like it was gonna be a hot mess without it. But the show must go on, so I didn't put a lot of tubes in it because I'm just too lazy for that. I just don't have time for that. So we're just gonna do this. So what you wanna do is make sure your mixture is stirred together. And you want to put it in the tubes. Let's pray for a miracle, you guys, because I already think this is going to be messy. Oh, I can't. I'm scared of the mess. I can't. Let me put this, like a little piece of paper down. That way it could get messy over here and I won't mind it. So you want to make sure your mixture is stirred. You want to continue to stir your mixture. And the reason why you guys want to continue to stir your mixture is because you want the oil and the sugar to all mix together. You don't want it to see how it's just a mess. You don't want your sugar and your oil mixture to one at the top and one at the bottom. You want it to continue to mix because this is a lip scrub and you want the lip scrub. You don't want the oil to be at the bottom and the sugar to be at the top. It won't be moisturizing. It won't moisturize your lips. So as you're pouring, you want to mix at the same time. So you stir, not mix, yeah, mix. Stir and mix at the same time. Ooh. You just put them all in. This really, because it's fall here, or cooler, I should say, this is mixing really well. I mean, it's drying or solidifying quickly, so this should be done in no time. As you mix, you pour. So you mix and you pour. Now, you could just pour this. If you have lip balm tubes, by all means, please go ahead and pour it. I'm probably doing it the complicated way to some of you guys. But hey, this is just a complicated way for me. And I got this tray, if any of you are wondering, I got this tray off of Amazon. And if you would like the link, please let me know in the comments, because you guys know I do answer all your comments. If you ask me something, I will answer it. So if you want to know where I got this tray, I got it on Amazon. If you would like the link, please let me know. I get a little small fee. If you do buy from me, it helps me out. So thank you guys very much for all of your support so far of Savvy Naturalista and Miracle Glow Oil. It is very appreciated. I really love you guys. You guys are so kind to me. Oh! So let's mix a little more. It's almost done. I could just pour it. I'm getting lazy now. This is just insane. So there you go. There you go. Make sure you stir as you pour. You stir, because the sugar will go to the bottom and the oil will go to the top. They do not like to mix together. So stir and pour. Stir and pour. Stir and pour. Stir and pour. So if you're wondering, like, why, and many of you are wondering, like, why do you have half over here and half over there? It's because I didn't put a whole bunch of lip balm tubes in it. So I'm just pouring where I put the lip balm tubes at, you guys. Oh, Jesus, help me. Stir and pour, stir and pour. And there you have it. So I'm going to let them dry, and we're going to come back to unmold them. Look I didn't get that much. Look it's not that messy, you see? So we're going to come back and unmold them. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye. Okay, so we're back, and now we're going to pretty much unmold our matcha green tea lip scrub. So normally you could just do this with a spoon if you have like this type of lip balm tube container. If you don't know, you could just do this with a spoon. If you don't, you can just do this by hand. And that's just, I mean, if you don't have a container, you could just do this by hand. Okay, so this is what our two, after I just took all the excess off, the lip scrub excess. This is what our tubes look like. You just take them out and bam. You see? Look at how lovely they look, you guys. You see how beautiful they are? And then you go open them like this. Push them up. And it's the right amount of sugar and the right amount of oil. So it's just really nice scrub for the lips with the dry weather coming. I really hope you guys enjoyed this easy matcha DIY. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in our next DIY Saturday. Bye, you guys.